Hi everyone in 5103. This is just a quick little intro to the Desire to Learn online classroom area. If you are new to OSU or this is your first semester as a graduate student, or if you're new to the program, this information can be helpful to you. Those of you who have been around for a while, if you're close to graduation, this may not be quite as helpful to you, so you can feel free to jump out at any time that you keep thinking to yourself, yes, I know this, I know this, I know this. This is your basic launch pad. Once you sign in to the online classroom, you've got the information here. You'll see your name and the list of courses for the particular semester in which you're enrolled. And it actually captures lots of them, so sometimes you have to do some scrolling. Our course this semester is Fall 13 and it's EdTech 5103, so we're going to select it. And our class page opens up. You'll see in the center of the screen here you have your news information. I'm going to go ahead and switch over right here to the student page so that it looks exactly as you would see it. The main two areas that we're going to use are the content and the discussions. Obviously, if you would like to see a class list and to see everyone who's enrolled in the class, and when you want to check your grades, you can use those two functions. But the two places that we'll go most of the time are here in the content section. When you scroll down on this particular page, you'll see that there's a table of contents. Everything is listed over here on the side. If we go up and look first at the syllabus information, you can see that it is here. I'll post this particular video here, and then any other sort of introductory or general information for the course can go in this syllabus folder. Module 1, you see, is listed in the inclusive dates, October 14th through October 20th. And Module 2 has the same. And you see in small parentheses underneath, or not parentheses, in italics, you see the begin date. And each of those is listed here below. There are several weeks when you'll have a couple of modules together, and that's just really to keep us all on track and keep us focused. Some weeks it's going to seem like a lot, and then you'll have a couple of weeks that don't seem quite as intensive. But all of the information for each particular module is just listed down in a list here. You can see as you progress through the information, it will give you check marks of what you've looked at, what you've seen, and what your progress is through that particular folder. And I just selected on a couple of these ahead of time so that you could see what that progress bar looks like. So I think that's a nice handy way to keep you on track. Then if we go up to the discussion area, you can see that the list of the discussion boards is here below. Now, one thing I want to tell you, actually a couple of things I wanted to tell you about. The first one is this course housekeeping, the water cooler section. Please use that just if you'd like to talk to other classmates, or if you find something that's sort of for the good of the group. If you have any particular course questions, send them directly to me in an email. Because I may or may not check this particular board. Later on, you'll see there's an introduction. This is the part of Module 1. And then as you go through, they correspond to each of the modules. Now, also in these weeks, what you don't see posted just yet are discussion boards that correspond to the textbook. And those will be set in the next week or so. What I want you to do, I want everybody to go ahead and get a book and make sure that you've done the reading, and then we'll catch up on those book chapter discussions in a week or so as we sort of continue to progress through the class. Don't be afraid to click on any of these. We're not going to be using all the features, so it may or may not look useful to you. And that's just fine. And one thing that you'll notice is if you have a message or if there's an update to the course, you'll see that this is covered with a red circle. And so that may be helpful to you to note that there's something that you need to check out. Now, one thing I've asked you to do is to go in and make some changes to your profile. And what we're finding out is that this newer version of D2L, for whatever reason, they've changed the way they've done the profiles, and they're not working quite the same. So I believe that instead of this profile page, we'll just do sort of a general introduction, just to give everybody an idea of who you are, what you do during the day, and your program, and sort of how far along you are. It just helps to get to know everyone in the class. It's going to be a really fast 8 weeks, so just want you to know that. But it's nice to get to know classmates, especially because most of you will see each other again and again in courses. So again, that's just a quick overview of the D2L. I hope that this is helpful to you.